What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Blue Side FC channel. I'm Nia Matt, and I hope you're all doing great. So Chelsea just beat Wolves by 3 goals to 0 at Stamford Bridge in the Premier League, and that's our third consecutive win under Graham Potter. He hasn't lost yet. He played his first game was a draw. The next 3 were wins, and good wins too, convincing wins too, and it's really good to see. The one against Crystal Palace started a bit shaky, but we picked up. They scored first, we picked up, and then we scored the 2 goals, and then AC Milan put them aside 3-0, and then against Wolves 3-0. It's good days. It's good days at Chelsea. Good days at Chelsea. I'm just hoping that it's not a new manager bounce and to end very soon. I'm hoping that it doesn't end very soon. It continues to go on for the rest of the season. I know we're going to definitely have downs, but I hope we don't stay down for a very long time, because this momentum is very good. I hope we continue this momentum for a very long time. So yeah, let's just get straight into the details of the game. So yeah, first let's talk about the lineups. He started with a 4-2-3-1, and Kepa was back in goal. Yeah, Mendy is still fit, but I think he prefers to go with Kepa. We might see Mendy against AC Milan at, in the Champions League at San Siro. And he went with 4 at the back. He rested Thiago Silva. Fofana is out injured, so Chalobah came in with Koulibaly as the 2 centre backs, and then Cucurella on the left. Aspi was on the right. Aspi did very well, in my opinion. We'll talk about that very soon. And then Jorginho, Loftus-Cheek holding the middle, Mount sitting right in front of him, Pulisic on the left wing, and then Gallagher on the right wing, with Havertz as our main striker. And it worked. It worked. And when the lineup also came out, a lot of people were complaining. A lot of people were saying that why did he rest Aubameyang? Why did he rest Sterling? Why did he rest Kovacic, put in Jorginho? Like, there are so many complaints, and usually I'm disappointed when I don't see certain players play, but I don't complain. Like, you don't know what the manager is doing. Unless the manager has done that a couple of times and failed, then you have the right to complain. But usually when you can clearly see that he's resting players, but people still complain. Chelsea fans still complain. We love to complain, and it's part of us now. And so I just usually wait till the match is over. Then you can now say that, yeah, he should have started with this. He should have started with that. He should have done this. But it worked. It worked. It worked very well. And I think we could have scored more goals too. With the way we were set up, I don't think Wolves also offered much in worrying us in the game. I don't think so. And their season hasn't really gone well. And they signed in Diego Costa hoping that he scored more goals. And fortunately, he's also picking up little by little. He's grown. He's 34 years, so he might not be the same as he was when he was at Chelsea. And what a reception he got when he came to the club! Like, beautiful reception. Like, from the beginning of the game, people were chanting his name until he came off, and he went around. He came up on the side of the touchline where he was playing, and then he went around the pitch. Like, he was taking like some lap of honor, but he soaked it. He soaked it, and I think he was sad that he didn't really perform like the way he wanted to perform. But he was also overwhelmed by how much everybody loved him. We loved Diego Costa, and I think we could have given him a proper send-off if it wasn't for the issues that happened before he left the club. But I think we gave him the proper send-off that he deserves, and I loved how the Chelsea fans at Stamford Bridge were clapping for him, and they gave him a standing ovation. It was very beautiful to see, and yeah, it really touched me. It really touched me, and I love him. I love Diego Costa, and he did very well for us, and I wish him all the best at Wolves as well. So the first half was a very frustrating one to watch as a Chelsea fan, with the number of chances we were getting, so many chances that we were getting, and we're constantly missing them with poor finishing. We had so many chances in that first half. That first 45 minutes, we could have killed this game by 5 goals to 0, and I'm not even joking about that. We could have killed this game by 5 goals to 0. Azpilicueta alone could have had like 4 assists. Pulisic could have had a hat-trick in the first half. Havertz could have had a goal. Mount could have had a couple. We really need to work on finishing. Imagine if some of the players in City or some of the players in Liverpool had the chances that we had today. Like, they would have put it away. Like, imagine Foden, Haaland. Haaland, yeah, he's a different beast of nature. He's a different beast of nature. But imagine if Haaland got some of the chances that Pulisic had today, or Havertz had, or Mount had today. He would have got a hat-trick and a couple of goals in addition. That is where I think we lack. We lack in finishing. I just really hope that these players can deliver. They can do it. Havertz is very good at finishing. He was one of the best finishers in the league last season. In last 2 seasons, he was one of the best. He scored so many goals for us last season. So I don't really know why we keep having this issue, but it has been an issue since Lampard's time, and I just hope that Graham Potter has the keys to be able to unlock that finishing abilities that our players have. Pulisic is good. We've seen him finish so many types of goals. We've seen Mount do the same thing. We've seen Havertz the same thing. I mean, like it's really, really disappointing when you see things like that. But fortunately, before the halftime, I think it was the extra time, the second minute in the half. I think if the ball we had an attack, I think we had an attack, and then the ball was kept around the Wolves penalty box, because I think if the ball went back, the referee would have whistled for halftime. But the ball was kept around that place, and then fortunately Mount whipped it in a beautiful cross in, and Havertz just headed it over Jose Sa. I think Jose Sa's positioning let him down a bit. He came off of the line, and then the space between him and the line was good enough for Havertz to be able to head it and put it above him. And then we went into the break 1-0 up, which lifted our spirits a bit. And then the second half, we came in very, very strong. I thought he was going to make some changes. I was expecting him to make a couple of changes, maybe bring in Sterling for Pulisic, but he kept all his players on for the second half, and then it paid off. It paid off because just shortly after the second half resumed, Pulisic got his goal, and we were happy. We were happy. He hasn't scored for Chelsea in a while, and he scored that. He hasn't even started for Chelsea in a while, and he started, and he was able to prove himself. I think he would need more games to be able to prove himself further. He's a good player. He's definitely a good player, but sometimes I think he lacks confidence. Sometimes he makes the wrong passes, like the first half. It was so frustrating to watch Pulisic. Very, very frustrating to watch Pulisic. But he came good. He got a very beautiful pass from Mount. It was a neatly worked one too. Pulisic passed it to him, ran into the box, ran in behind the defenders, and Mount was able to thread the ball in between two defenders, and it reached him, and he dinged it up. He dinged it above Jose Sa, and he was able to score the goal. And it was happy. You could see in his eyes that he was very, very happy. And it's a good feeling when Pulisic score, Captain America. Yeah, so I'm just hoping that it puts his morale, and then he can take this performance into other games. I don't think he'll start against AC Milan, but anytime he starts, at least he can take this confidence that he has gained from this game and build upon it. And we want to see him succeed at Chelsea. So yeah, good goal from Pulisic, and then we went 2-0 up. And then after the second goal, I think it just became relaxed a bit. The game was really, really relaxed. It became stale a bit. I have to mention Mount and Aspie. I think they were one of the standout performances for today. Koulibaly and Chalobah too at the back were excellent. Mount was fantastic. Mount was everywhere. I was seeing him defend. I was seeing him attack. I was seeing him control the midfield. He was doing almost everything. And he could have got a couple of goals in the first half, but I don't know. I think right now he has some bad luck in front of goal, but he does everything. He got 2 assists for the first goal for Havertz, and then the second goal for Pulisic as well, and he was fantastic. And then Azpilicueta played as if he was 25 years again. He was very, very fast. He was very, very pacey. He was running down the right wing, and it was just a joy to see him. It felt like he had like some new renewed life in him, and it was fantastic. It was fantastic to watch. In the first half, like I said, he could have got like 4 assists in the first half. The crosses he was putting in, if you probably didn't know Aspi was playing and you just saw the crosses coming, you would think that it was from Reece James, and Reece was also on the bench. He was also one of the players that were arrested for this game. I think we'll see him play. Not even I think. I know we'll see him play against AC Milan, and Aspi did a very, very good job on the right wing. He was fantastic. Cucurella was also very good. In the first half, I think he was suffering a bit. He was having a tough time a bit against Adama Traore, but in the second half, he just put it to bed. He was the one controlling that second half, and he was very, very good in defense too as well. So yeah, so it became still a bit until Broja came on, and Broja, you could see the fire in his eyes. He came on with Ziyech, and you could see that he wanted to make an impact. Anytime he comes on, you can see the fire in his eyes. You can see that he wanted to make an impact, and he got a very, very good pass from Kovacic, and he was able to read the line very, very well. It wasn't offside, and he put a beautiful shot on the bottom right corner of the goal. He curled it a little bit around Jose Sa, and he got his first goal for the club. He was happy, we were happy, everybody was shouting. I just love it when players that have been at the club for a very, very long time, they've started at the club since they were 8 years old, and we've grown through the ranks. They've gone through the ranks. He has been loaned 2 times by Chelsea, and now he gets a chance to perform for the club, and he's doing bits. He's doing very well. I'm looking forward to seeing him start one of these games. I'm sure in the FA Cup or in the Carabao Cup, he might start for us. And yeah, good game all around. Good game all around. And I really like how we are playing lately. 3 wins on the bounce. I really like how we are playing lately. And I don't want to compare Tuchel Potter at this moment. Maybe down the line, I think probably it's not fair on Graham Potter. I don't think it's fair on Graham Potter because he hasn't really had enough games to actually display his tactics. He hasn't had enough games to display or to put a stamp on his team. But one thing I've noticed is that we attack a lot. One thing I'm noticing that we attack a lot with Graham Potter. We play on the offensive a lot. Even though we are up by 1-0 or 2-0 or whatever it is, you see our players still attack. We keep attacking. I think that's probably the only difference I've noticed now in the playing style, because with Tuchel's team, it was more defensive. And I understand from Tuchel's point of view, because he took over a team that was leaking goals, and his job was to come and stop that leak and then score goals up top. So I think that his main focus has always been to solidify that defense. But the thing that he didn't like was anytime we're leading by a goal to nil or 2 goals to nil, then you see that we relaxed and we got into defense mode. And then usually the other team scores, and then or they equalize, or sometimes we lose, and then it becomes an issue. But with Graham Potter, what I'm seeing so far is that he attacks a lot. The defense is also very, very solid. Of course, you have defenders like Silva, Fofana, Koulibaly, Cucurella, Chilwell, James. How are you going to concede? It's very, very difficult for you to concede. Just play a good defensive system and they would also follow suit. And I'm happy that everything is going on well so far. And I'm just hoping that we go to San Siro and also go and win there so that we continue our winning streak. And good days for Chelsea. Good days for Chelsea. Fantastic for Chelsea. So yeah, so that's just my review for the game. I enjoyed the game. I fully enjoyed the game. Like I said, the first half was frustrating, but when we came back the second half, we scored the goal. We came back from the second half. It was fantastic. So let me know your views in the comments down below. Who was your standout player? For me, it was Mason Mount. Aspi and Chalobah are very, very close to that, but for me it was Mason Mount. Who was your player? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, give the video a like. It helps the channel a lot. Consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed yet. Yeah, we are almost at 100 subscribers, and I think right now we are currently at 75 subscribers. We're almost at 100 subscribers. So subscribe and get me to 100 subscribers. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, stay safe.